Welcome back to the Best Start Guide. It is day 173, and today I want to finally make a guide on Armiger for Scarab King. A miracle happened. Last time, in Clan versus Clan, I finally got a Blood Shield ring. It finally happened. I've wanted this for months, but of course you're at the mercy of RNG when you play this game, and with CVC falling once every 2 weeks, and you maybe only win half the time there, so you maybe only get one chance a month at getting the right pieces of gear drop you need. Plarium, if you're watching, give us another way of maybe getting some of these shield pieces, because they are insanely good when it comes to Scarab King. And that is what I'm going to do with Armiger. So I want to build a Scarab King Armiger. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start by looking at the stats that we have. We're going to try to build a crit damage Armiger, but I have a feeling it won't work. So plan B is to make a crit rate gauntlet Armiger, but I am going to start with primary crit damage. Maybe I'll prioritize by stats. Crit rate high, crit damage high, speed high, accuracy high. These are the four stats that are really going to matter. And I'm going to look at everybody. So for crit damage, let's see, I want substats, crit rate. That narrows it down a bit. We've got 18 pieces that maybe applies to, and I could be really picky and I could say it has to be a 6-star piece, which basically means I'm taking Sun Wukong's gauntlets, or I'm taking these, which are maybe a less useful set. Maybe. Also, we don't have a lot of silver to work with, I don't think. I've got less than 1,000,000 silver now. I do have a free gear swapping thing that I got from Cintranos, so whatever gear I do locate, I should be able to put on Armiger no problem. But that said, you know what? This is going to be a very short guide then, because I don't have a lot of silver to work with. But let's go with a set that I do know that I want. So maybe I'll take the speed set instead, and I'll settle for a 5-star piece. So I've dropped to 59% crit rate. We got to get back up to 100%, because that A1, in order for it to do the turn meter damage that we want, it's got to be 100%. So I'm going to take that off, and I'm now going to look for anything that has crit rate as a substat. Accuracy and speed are also good. So let's just close off the other sets so I don't see too much confusing stuff. So I have a helmet and a weapon. They're not even on anybody, so I could be perfectly happy to take these and make these Armiger's new set. The shield also goes with the gauntlet, so really we just need 2 more pieces from Destroy. So let's get a little more lenient. Come to think of it, I want speed boots. Oh, and we also have speed boots, so I could drop the shield and keep the boots. That's the other possibility. So we could take speed boots from Foley. I don't want to take Foley's boots because I do use him in arena. But I may borrow them for now. Just try that on. And we need 1 more piece. What could I get from speed? There's really nothing else from speed. Why is there nothing else from speed? Oh, it's over here. That's why I couldn't see it. I was like, come on, Gavin, you've been collecting speed boots for a long time. You know you have the speed boots. So this has more crit damage on it, but it's worse on crit rate. Armiger's already wearing the best ones on crit rate. So we just need a new chest piece then. So I would like accuracy, which we can get from this one. This is a little better on crit damage, so I'll take the one on crit damage that's better. Or we could look for a shield. So substats, maybe some crit rate on a shield. That's worse. Armiger already has the best shield. So that's about as good as I can get the crit rate going for the crit damage gauntlets. So you know what? We are going to go to plan B. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to primary crit rate. And we're going to figure out what crit rate gauntlets we're going to take. These might even be good enough. If I put this on, we get to crit rate 102. Crit damage takes a big dip, going down from 172 to 133, but this may be what we have to do. Do we have anything in destroy? We could, if we rolled these up, we could take any boots we want. What if I roll these up to 12? Do we even have the silver? Takes a third of my silver. We did not get any accuracy, but we got more crit rate. So we could put this on. And then we don't even have to take the boots from Foley. We could just continue to use speed boots. Oh, and we're at 97 crit rate. We want another 3 crit rate. We get 2 more if we upgrade this by 1 level. And we get another 3 if we upgrade it by 1 level. We are rapidly running out of silver here, but we got to 102 crit rate. We're at 190 speed. This is actually pretty good. I think I can live with this. So let's do it. We can even get a free gear removal thing. So I'm going to equip it. I'd love to roll this all the way up, but then again, I guess it's not necessary anymore. But we could get up to 60% crit rate, and then I could look for other crit damaging pieces, and I could drop the crit rate off the other pieces, like one of these. But anyway, let's do the Scarab King. Let's go. He's in the Doom Tower, Gavin. So I've been doing Doom Tower hard. This is the first time doing Doom Tower rotation hard. I have managed to finish easy on, I think, rotation 2 and 3. So I'll try to prove it, not just to you, but to remind myself of what I've done. Okay, so this is the one that you get for Doom Tower normal on rotation 2. This is Doom Tower rotation on Doom Tower normal rotation 3. This is the one that you get from rotation 1. And I guess this is hard rotation 1, I think. Now I'm not sure. I'm going to keep Wixie as my avatar, though. But anyway, let's go to the Doom Tower. I have spun my wheels enough. We're 8 minutes into the video, and we're just getting to Scarab King. But I hope you appreciate looking at my process in doing the gearing. So this is my old Scarab King team, but I have made a new one. I was going to make a new one, but it occurs to me Armiger's still not in it, so I have to drop someone else. So maybe I'll drop Apothecary, and I'll put in Armiger. So what I need for rotation 3 is Armiger needs to prioritize his later rest. This is going to be doing the damage that we need to start peeling away the Scarab King's health. So outside of this round, I might actually turn it off. Well, at least turn it off on round 2, so that it can be ready to go on round 3. Probably not hugely important, but I'm going to do it that way anyway. Lady Mikage, I'd probably like to just metamorph her right at the start of this round. No, you know what? She'll probably open with the Imperial Dance. And she will probably metamorph in round 2, where she will prioritize the Skittering Death. And by round 3, I don't think we have, you know what, I probably shouldn't be bringing Uragrim because Scarab King can steal your buffs, and Uragrim has a tendency to place restorative buffs, continuous heals. But it occurs to me, I could just turn that off, so that's not really a problem. I just turn it off on round 3 and make sure he's not placing those buffs, so the Scarab King cannot steal buffs that you don't place. It's very important. Bellower, you just do what you know how to do, man. Like, Bellower is amazing. I'm gonna maybe prioritize this as 1 and 2, and the reason I like to do this is a 3-turn cooldown. This is a 4-turn cooldown, and with those, you know that you're more frequently going to get the other debuffs that I want. And he has a 5-star blessing that has a 50% chance to turn the weak version into strong versions. So there's a good chance of strongly decreasing speed, attack, and defense all on Bellower. Have I mentioned that I like Bellower? Bellower is kind of an amazing champion. So I'm just going to do the, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Lady Mikage is good, I think. By round 3, I think I want to put her back in. Maybe I want to rotate through the forums, come to think of it, because I do want to be able to place Weaken and strip any buffs that the Scarab King maybe steals. So I'm going to say Imperial Decree is probably a good one. And if that's not available, just switch. And Doom of Yakai is probably the good one here. And if that's not available, switch. And that's how we'll do it. Like Skittering Death, you can't stun the Scarab King, so I don't even think she should bother doing it. Not that this, you know what, there's no reason to turn that off, because it's still going to have a better modifier than Nightmare. So I think we're good to go. Jamarsa is a good support champion. She knows what she's doing. She'll get it right. Aside from that, I think we're ready to go. And hopefully I haven't screwed up and not made sure I have the rings on everybody. Let me just quickly check. He needs, oh, he does not have the right ring. Okay. So let's see. I think I only have 1 Blood Shield ring, and it's on Bellower. And that was probably a good idea. So instead of Uragrim, we probably need, at this point I might just put Jamarsa in the lead then. Jamarsa's in the lead, this way we can benefit from her defense aura. And we'll put Apothecary back in. So I think it's good that we checked. She has a Blood Shield ring. Apothecary has a Blood Shield ring. Bellower has the Blood Shield ring. Armiger has it, obviously. And who am I forgetting? Lady Mikage, Bellower. Okay, we got everybody. That's good. Let's do it. I apologize for the brain fart, but we're ready to go. So Bellower coming in with the massive number of debuffs. I just love Bellower and Doom Tower. I also love that the waves on the bosses in Doom Tower tend to be a little less difficult. So this is Doom Tower hard, but we're still at an early floor. I don't know if this account's going to really be ready to get all the way to stage 120, but we'll see how far we can get. But for now, I just want to see if my good old Armiger is working. Ooh, look at that armor get chunked off. That is what we want to do. Now, poor Armiger's a little bit squishy. So hopefully he doesn't die before he can take off too much. If he does, though, we have Jamarsa. She can pick him back up. But you can see all the damage so far. This is permanent damage taken off his max health. This is permanent damage taken off his shield. So we should be able to take him down. If Jamarsa ever gets a chance to revive her people. We may not be tough enough. I may have to toughen poor Armiger up. He is getting an attack every now and again. We can keep if we can keep the Scarab King's attack down, which is part of where Bellower comes in. It'd be nice if we could get the big version of decreased attack. But that shield's already halfway broken. I think it's working. It's not going to be the fastest team. This team does still need work. If I can get tougher gear on the champions, I will do so. It would speed up the run. But look at that. Armiger's almost chewed through the shield now. One more later rest and we got it. There it goes. There's the shield. No more shield, Scarab King. So now we should be able to take him down fairly quickly. Because that shield reduces the damage that he takes by something like 90%. Damage received is decreased by 90% if Borgoth's max HP has been destroyed by less than 10%. So yeah, you gotta get it all the way to damage received is decreased by 0% if Borgoth's max HP has been destroyed by more than 30%. Anyway, that's the name of the game. So I might do another episode tomorrow about Armiger versus the Frost Spider, because I'd like to use the same build against Frost Spider. Frost Spider can be even more hellish though. And I can tell you right now that as good as this is at beating Scarab hard on stage 30, I don't know that this team is going to make it through stages, through higher stages of the Doom Tower. So that'd be something to come back to. But there is room for growth on Armiger's gear as well. I could try giving him a HP % chest, maybe? I mean, he's really only got 30,000 HP right now. He's very squishy. I'd love to crank his speed up to just above 200 to get him going just a little more often. And obviously, I'd love to get his crit rate up to closer to 200 and something, which is a lot easier to do if you can get those crit damage gauntlets working with 100% crit rate. But this is about the best I could do for today. This is the Scarab King defeating Armiger in all his glory. That's it. That's all. I can't believe they still haven't done lore for Armiger Plarium. Like of all the uncommons that you've got, there are only two that matter. There are only two that you need to do the lore for. You need to do the lore for Armiger, and you need to do it for Shield Guard. But that's it. So, thanks for stopping by, everybody. See you on the next video. Take care of yourselves.